So many things to congratulate you on. First off the show, another Emmy nomination.
I have my walls full of nominations.
So do you think this is the year you're going to finally take home the hardware?
I don't know. You know, somehow it sort of would break the spell. The show has been such a tremendous success that I'm almost afraid to think about winning, because so many of those shows that did win are no longer with us. So I say to myself, you want the Emmy or you want a job? Which one do you want?
Well, congrats on having a job, but there's a lot of judge shows that have come and gone. Why do you think yours has such longevity?
I think people are comfortable knowing my perspective, because I think if you try as a judge / television personality to do this kind of job and keep your perspectives, your personal perspectives, a secret, you're not being honest. And I think that the American viewing audience can tell when somebody's not being honest, when somebody is peeing on their leg and telling them it's raining. I think part of the reason I was selected to do this job was because I don't filter myself very well. But I was never a great filter of myself, even when I sat on the bench in New York. Now, sometimes that got you into a little bit of hot water. Here, they seem to like it. Fortunately for me, I don't have to act. This is it. And if you annoy me, or if you lie to me, or if I feel as if you're trying to obfuscate the truth, you're going to get on my bad side. And that's a side that you don't want to be on.
You've seen the WWJD wristbands, What Would Jesus Do? Are we going to see some WWJS wristbands? What would Judy say?
I'm so glad you asked about What Would Judy Say. You know, the book which came out yesterday.
What inspired writing it?
Actually, my literary agent has been on my back for about 3 or 4 years and said, Judy, you know, you haven't written a book in a long time. People want to know what you're thinking about a variety of things. So I said, all right, if somebody can figure out an easy way for me to communicate with some of my fans on a website, and exchange ideas with me, because I've had lots of experience, but I can't compete with the experience of 320 million people that have had their own stories. I said, you know, there are good stories. Let's share some. And where do you start in the arc? You start in the arc of living together, because young people now live together before they decide whether they are permanent partners. So I threw out a question on my website. I say, you must have stories about living together with benefits. You know, my time, you didn't leave home unless you were married or did. That's the way you left home, white dress or a pine box.
But for those who did live together in your time, what did they call? There was all sorts of euphemisms.
Oh, nasty things. Oh, that was nasty
living
things.
Living in sin?
Living in sin, shacking up, there were all kinds of things. Now everybody does it. You know, it started, I think, with probably celebrities.
So do you think celebrities now drive society's rules?
I think very often they do, don't you? From dress, fashion, to social mores, to single parenting, to multiple partners, to a whole bunch of things. I think that because celebrity is glorified and very rarely punished for bad behavior.
With all the celebrities getting in hot water nowadays, do you ever think about the opportunity of having a celebrity in your courtroom? And what would you say to them?
Not personally and particularly with regard to any celebrity, but I certainly think from the standpoint of the justice system, if you're going to make exceptions for celebrities, it's a mistake. Because John Doe, Joe Smith, Rita Smith says, you know what? I did the same thing as that person did. And I got one chance, and I blew that chance, and they put me in jail. And that person blew 20 chances, and there was no consequence. This justice system isn't fair and balanced. This justice system is driven by something else. And that's not a good thing. If justice is supposed to be blind, it's supposed to be blind for celebrity, and non-celebrity.
Will Judge Judy retire?
I have no plans on retiring. I am having a ball. I am having such a good time that why would I want to give that up and do what? I can't actually think of what I would do if I were not working. We have had a very long week and it's been a long day today and I'm still doing fine. And what time is it? It's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I mean, if I were home and been up since 5 o'clock in the morning, I'd be ready for my second nap. That would make me a boring me.
Work is better for you.
Work is better.